Blair, and I'm joined by Jim McCauley and Tim Sloan here tonight in historical Memorial Gymnasium, as these two teams have already punched their ticket to the 14th region, but it's more than that when it comes down to this big rival game here tonight.
Yeah. Cross-county rivalry here, and this has been, year after year after year. These teams, it's based on more, like you said, than just a trophy. This is bragging rights. This is everything on the table. And, when we talked about it last week, we said, these opening round games, probably not really an upset that we could see. Boy, were we surprised, Manus Blair.
Hey, I wasn't wrong.
You're never wrong.
No. What?
No.
And Tim, of course, this is just and
hey guys, I'm telling you, there is a strategery to this when they come to getting in the 14th region draw as to who wins and loses these games.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. But, Perry Central put off a remarkable game against Leicester County, who only 2 weeks before had beaten them by 40 points. And Coach Kelly Lowe reached deep into her bag of tricks and had some outstanding play from her seniors that really propelled Perry Central past Leslie County. And do they have any magic left?
That's one of the things they work for all season, is to grow and get better as the season goes along. And that team has finally gelled it, maybe at the right time. We'll see here tonight.
Well, when you start looking at it, and me and Jim looked at stats today for both teams, it is almost identical on every single aspect of this. And, they've played twice already. Of course, January 2nd, they played at Perry Central. Game was pretty close going into the fourth quarter. Played February 6th, and really I don't think Perry Central was in the basketball game at all. But that's all, and that's history. This is new stuff coming up tonight, and anytime the big lights come on, you never know.
You've got a shot.
Yeah, you talk about, when the pressure gets on, and we saw that just the other night with Leslie and Perry. When Perry jumps out to that commanding lead early on, it kind of took Leslie a little bit out of their game plan. They started forcing a few things, and as the time ticks, you can't help, because we've all been there as seniors, and you look up at the clock and you go, oh my gosh, I've only got 4 minutes left to play as a high schooler, or 3 minutes, or whatever, and it calls you to do things that you normally wouldn't do. But
the finality of it.
Yes, exactly. The jitters come out. Can you make the big shots when needed, when you're called upon?
And, along with that, I'd like to just say to Buckhorn and Coach Blank, who is the 14th Region Coach of the Year in girls, and Leslie County and Coach Farmer, congratulations on their season. And I know they're very, very, very disappointed that they didn't get to this point right here. But as the year has gone through, and as we've come through, it's advance, survive, and advance.
Absolutely, guys. And this region is, as you can see, is pretty much wide open to the ones that are typically in those spots. So,
and both of them will be heading to the Morton Combs Athletic Complex, and national anthem probably is going to be as the teams are leaving the court now, and we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll have the Tim Short Auto Group keys to the game after the national anthem in the starting lineup. So stay with us here on Hometown 24, and as David Adams says, we're going to have a dandy.
Did you know that Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky has been given the title of leading rural health provider in Kentucky? In addition, Primary Care is the third largest rural health system in the nation and the fourth largest employer in Perry County. For 20 years, the top quality health care has been in your backyard and continues to grow. Call today to schedule an appointment at any of our locations in Hazard, Hindman, Vico, Hyden, and now open in Whitesburg. Walk-ins are always welcome. Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky, 439-1300.
This is News 12.
Since 1985, Hometown 24 has been serving this community with local programming produced by local people.
Hornet's going to air it out. He's got a man out here, Linden, caught at the 45.
Using the latest video technology to bring you the news, sports, and local events that matter to you.
First on your Hometown News tonight.
I'm Harold Mullins, and thanks for joining us.
40 years is a long time in Eastern Kentucky.
Here's to 40 more.
For over a century, Bank of Heinemann has proudly served Knott County and the surrounding communities. They're your hometown bank, built on trust, service, and a commitment to their neighbors. With online banking, bill pay, and mobile deposit, they blend today's convenience with the personal service you've always known. Visit them on the Heinemann Bypass or at the Holly Hills Shopping Center. Bank of Heinemann, where tradition and trust still matter.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
My name is Emily, and I'm from Laurel County. When I was searching for a college, I wanted to find a place that felt like home and where I could make a difference. The moment I stepped on Alice Lloyd's campus, I knew this was where I belonged. There's a sense of community here and a focus on serving others that you can't find at other colleges. For me, it wasn't just about continuing education. It was about being a part of something bigger. Apply now to find your home at alc.edu.
At Appalachian Wireless, we believe the future of our region starts with our students. That's why we're proud to award scholarships to non-deserving high school seniors throughout the Appalachian Wireless coverage area from the class of 2026. It's our way of investing in the hard work and dedication and the next generation of leaders right here at home. So students can learn more at any Appalachian Wireless retail location or at AppalachianWireless.com, or just by asking their guidance counselor on how to apply. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
TVS Mobile is here. Mobile service from the broadband provider you already know and trust. Powered by the nation's most reliable network. TVS is your #1 choice when you need to stay connected. With mobile plans to suit any budget and any situation, and phones from your most trusted brands. Go to tgtvsmobile.com today and see how TVS can keep you connected. The choice is yours. The time is now. TVS Mobile.
That we expect good behavior.
Welcome back to the Bank of Heinemann 54th District Game of the Week, and we're going to go straight into the Tim Short Auto Group keys to the game. And first, it'll be for the visiting team, the Perry County Central Commodores. What does Perry County Central need to do to pull it out here against the Hazard Lady Bulldogs?
You know,
here?
In my opinion, it's kind of a three-tiered approach. I mean, number one, they've got to withstand the pressure of Hazard's on-the-ball defense. Hazard's very good at pressuring the basketball. They've got a really good backcourt that's quick and strong. So that's the first thing. The second, and we've looked at the stats, but they've got to be able to stay in that rebounding. Rebounding is going to be huge in this game. And the third, they've got to get big-time play out of Emily Noble and Miss Cornett, both of them. Ava and Brooklyn both have got to play huge tonight for the Lady Commodores. And I think if they can do those three things, the pressure, rebounding, and have those older girls step up, they've got a good chance of being in the game tonight.
And, of course, Ava Cornett has been a rebounding machine for Perry County Central the last month of the season. What about the Hazard Lady Bulldogs? The big X is on their back or on their chest. How do they come out on top tonight?
Well, I think, first off for Hazard is do not get caught up in the hype. You can't go out there and get stressed out if Perry comes out and hits a few shots. But I think that it all boils down to second chance opportunities for Hazard, and they're so good at it, Manus. Maddie's Maddie. She's going to get her points. A prolific player in the 14th region, but when she drives and she forces the defense to her, she's either going to make a really nice pass or she puts up a shot, and it's got to be those weak side rebounders get the ball and put it back in for them to be successful.
The reason they won the first game was because Bray Addington went to the boards. She's averaging in those 2 games 14 and a half rebounds. So whomever, and it's probably going to be Brooklyn Cornet, got to keep her off the offensive board.
And she's relentless. I mean, she's a relentless on the boards. Not a prolific offensive game, but those second chance opportunities time and time again. And the one thing that they can do with that physicality, they can force Perry to get in foul trouble, and they can ill afford to get any of those first 5 girls in foul trouble.
And, when you're looking at the top players of Perry Central and Hazard, and I envision a slow whistle. I envision these girls are going to be allowed to play.
Mm-hmm.
If it's on, and I've been wrong before. So if it's the other way and it's a fast whistle and going to the boards in the free throw line, those people are going to really going to have to knock those free throws down. Good luck to you, Roger. But with that being said, we're about ready for the starting lineups. And, of course, the title sponsor of this 54th District is Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky. So I'm getting a little nervous.
Guys, it's showtime.
It is definitely showtime.
54th District Girls Championship game tonight, presented by Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky. Tonight's game features the Lady Commodores of Perry County Central.
You got a good crowd here tonight, man.
What an atmosphere, guys. It sends chills down my back every time I get to it.
Tim, it's not like doing a football game. You're right on the action right here.
I might actually be able to see some numbers tonight, guys.
Beginning with the visitors on this
But you got to love the atmosphere. This old gym, this old historic gym, part of the Glory Road historic markers here in Eastern Kentucky.
And now we'll have the Perry County Central Lady Commodores, number 5 freshman guard Riley Feltner, averaging 13.7 points a game. Number 22 forward Emily Noble, averaging 6.3 points a game. Number 2, senior forward Ava Cornet, averaging 4.7. 13, 8th grade guard Haven Hoskins, averaging 4.9. And number 14, senior forward Brooklyn Cornet, averaging 13.5. Perry County Central 12 and 18 on the season. Winners of 6 of the last 9. RPI rating of 6, coached by Miss Kella Lowe. And now the Hazard Lady Bulldogs, 17 and 11 on the season, winners of 6 of their last 8 games.
Lady Bulldogs,
defending 54th District champions, coached by Mr. Todd Howard.
Starting at forward tonight, a junior, number 0.
And we'll start off with 0, junior center Kaylee Pennington, averaging 2.2 points.
At guard, a sophomore, number 3.
Number 3, sophomore guard Maggie Combs, averaging 2.4 points a game.
At guard, number 5, sophomore Maddie.
Number 5, sophomore guard Maddie Frontapple, 16.4, 6.7 rebounds.
A junior, Laura.
Number 11, junior guard Laura Everidge, averaging 10.5 points a game.
15, a junior,
and number 15, junior forward Bray Eddington, averaging 8.6 and 9 rebounds. Once again, the Hazard Lady Bulldogs, coached by Todd Howard.
Jimmy Cecil and Jacob King.
Yeah, we'll find out quick tonight. The tempo, I think, will be set early. And we talk all the time about those 3-minute spurts, and very anxious to see. One thing that I'm really interested to see how quick Hazard attempts to drive inside. You know, a lot of times they'll settle for those 3-pointers, but I think for Hazard to be successful, they've got to get the ball down into the paint.
And I'm interested to see if Prairie Central plays zone or do they play man-to-man, because they played a little bit of both in the prior 2 meetings between them.
Yeah, I'll be surprised if they're not in the zone.
Jacob King will throw it up. He's going along with Roger Fairchild and Jim Cecil, and the tip will go to Bray Eddington. Will get it for the Hazard Bulldogs. Front Apple with a floater over the back that coaches wanted, but they didn't get. Rebound to Noble.
Yeah, that's a good sign for Prairie County to get that loose ball out there. They're going to have to really work on those 50-50 balls tonight.
Hazard putting pressure on the basketball as Everidge is guarding Noble. Eddington is guarding Cornet, goes to Feltner, 15-footer good.
It's a nice drop there.
Yeah, Feltner's got a beautiful jump shot. And the big thing with Feltner, she has got to let the game come to her. You know, that's some of the things that we've noticed this year. Incredible scorer, but sometimes, you know, maybe just gets a little out of control.
And within the offense.
Yes.
Prairie's in that zone.
Combs, I thought she got away with it, but it's a double dribble, and turnover will go to the Lady Commodores. As I'm kind of looking around sometimes. I'm daydreaming a little bit here. I love it.
What an atmosphere, guys.
Kicker goes to Cornet. Floater is up. Doesn't go. Rebound Everidge. Combs 3. It's long. Rebound is tied up. And the arrow will go to Prairie County Central.
Yeah, and you see Eddington right there, always, even, you know, on the locker room, she's so quick to the basketball, Tim. She really is an absolute beast on the glass.
Yeah, she definitely got the advantage there. Looked like she had a little height advantage also on that.
Noble gives it up to Cornet. She puts it in.
And that's Emily Noble that we look for early in the year, man, as we talked about.
Now, this is where you was talking about. Now, does Hazard settle in? 2 quick baskets here by Prairie. Let's see what Hazard does here.
And, you know, Tim, too, it takes you a while to get your second breath in a big game like this. You've thought about it all day, and the ball's knocked away from Feltner. Combs will circle back out.
It's not just the emotions, but it's also the expectations that come with it.
Well, and everybody in the classroom and everybody in the hallway saying, good luck tonight, where they may have not said that the whole year to you.
So Emily Higgins is checked in, and you have to watch her. She's a dead-eye 3-point shooter.
Step back 3, front Apple, it's long. Rebound comes down to Eddington, and once again, Feltner's going to tie her up.
That's that height advantage inside there, guys.
Yeah, she's got a high motor, but, you know, kudos to Feltner for 2 times in a row wrapping her up for the jump ball.
Inbounds underneath, Everidge with a wide open 3, and it goes.
Hazard needed that to get on the board, guys.
40th 3-pointer on the season for Laura, and it's 4-3 as we near that 5.5-minute mark. Takes 3 to 4 minutes to get into this basketball game and get those nerves toned down. Feltner with a floater blocked by Higgins, and Higgins will pick it up, but she'll lose it out of bounds, and it will stay Prairie County basketball.
Yeah, I think that one came off her thigh there, guys.
But you know, we watched the game on TV the other night, the Perry Leslie game, and I'm just so impressed with even Haven Hoskins all being so much more aggressive. A lot of times in the year, they were very tentative, but you know, you see Emily Noble there putting themselves in situations to be offensive threats.
Yeah.
Pass just a little bit high, but that was the right thing. And, you know, Haven Hoskins has been around a lot of basketball, even though she's an 8th grader. But never been in this situation before. So we'll see how she handles it as well as the rest of the girls.
This is where the experience during the season pays off, guys.
Front Apple will turn. Emily Noble stops it, gives it up to Pennington. Blocked from behind, hits the rim, and Eddington's going to get her 3rd rebound. Not stolen. Well, I thought it was stolen. Eddington must look to turn back and try to score on those offensive rebounds.
Oh, I agree.
Front Apple, Cornet steps under, and she's able to get the 3 off, and the rebound's going to come to Noble. Feltner, hesitation dribble to the baseline, cut off by Everidge. Long three, and it's not going to go by Cornett. Eddington with her 4th rebound already.
Yeah, and you know the thing about that quick three, it doesn't allow the defense to have a chance to get in rebounding position right there.
Long three, Everidge, and she'll knock it down again.
Nice left-handed stroke there.
Oh, yeah,
guys.
Everidge is a really good, and she's streaky at times, but she's on. She can put a bunch on you in a hurry.
And you can see is right in front of us. She's up and down in the same spot when she shoots that ball. When she does, she's a very good shooter. Goes to Noble, kick to Hoskins
Nice ball
for the
movement.
3, and it's going to be long. Rebound's going to come to Eddington, and that's her 5th rebound.
That's some good ball movement by Perry there.
Coach Howard trying to get instructions on it. Now he's moving front apple to the high post for the high-low.
Man, she's such a good passer out of that high post. As you see right there, she dropped the dime to Pennington, who was not really ready to catch the ball, and it went out of bounds.
I thought it might have been deflected, but evidently not, and it's going to be a turnover.
I think she may have felt like there was someone there next to her, guys.
Hannah Cottle's going to get off the bench, and she's going to be entering as soon as the next dead ball. Cornett goes in, and she is fouled, and that's a good move by Cornett.
Yeah, and you know that's something that Cornett handles the ball really well, and you know she's got a little bit of a speed advantage on Pennington. When she can drag her out to the high post, she can drive into the goal and draw the foul she did there.
Yeah, she did a great job penetrating on that one.
And, you know, mentioned about the free throw shooting. Cornett is one of those free throw shooters, makes 70%.
Kendall Jones in for the Commodores.
And Kendall is a defensive
Oh, my
maven.
goodness. She will guard you to the bathroom.
And, of course, Cornett comes out, and Cornett will make both. Brooklyn Cornett, and she's off to a good start with 4 of the 6. Got Jones on the front of that 3-2 drop defense.
Yeah.
Higgins being pressured.
Showing some good hands there, guys.
And it's going to be stolen, tied up, and it will be Prairie Central basketball. Another turnover by the Hazard Lady Bulldogs.
Feltner being very active with her hands there, guys, on defense.
And Hazard's spacing wasn't good on that whole situation there. They had 3 players within 4 foot of the top of the key.
And you notice on that high post, too, Haven was on the upper side. That pass has got to go toward the goal rather than back this side. As I was grabbing hold of Jim and showing him. Feltner puts it up. It's blocked by Higgins. Blocked again as she goes up. Rebound's going to come to Jones.
And set it back up.
Cross to Noble. Noble into the lane. Gives it up to Cornett.
Dangerous
Give and
pass
go.
there, guys.
Got to get settled down here. Nice move by Cornett. She sidesteps off the board. Doesn't go. Rebound front apple. Looking up the floor, and you got to get back, or Eddington will beat you down the floor.
Yeah, we thought there would be a slow whistle. And it is definitely slow.
You just got to get you accustomed to it, and Everidge misses it. Rebound is going to go to Jones.
That was a good drive. I think Cornett may have got a hand on that.
Hoskins 3 doesn't go, but rebound by Jones, and she is fouled.
You know, and that's the great thing. When we're down here on the floor, Tim, you can read the body language. You can read, you know, what's going on the floor. And right now, Hazard's a little bit, I think, taken aback.
I think they're taken aback. I think the win by Perry over Leslie led to them being a little shell-shocked to her coming in.
And it's a real, Prairie Central's playing with more aggression than Hazard is right now.
They're playing with belief.
Yeah.
They believe in themselves.
You know, they won that basketball game the other night. By the way, Jones yet to make a free throw this year, and now she made it.
Confidence is a big thing when you have it, guys.
Jones is such a hustler on any side of the defense, and all points is a bonus. Goes to front apple looking. I think she was trying to throw that to Eddington, and Hannah Cottle deflected it.
They're not the Hazard I've seen earlier in the season at this point right now, guys.
We're under 2 here. Thank you for joining us here on Hometown 24.
Now, that's to be expected in high-pressure games, guys. You just never know how these kids are going to react.
Feltner coming off those screens. She's got to be solid with the basketball.
Yeah, a little sloppy on the passing here. A little ball handling.
Cornet goes in, misses it. Front Apple with the rebound, and that is a mismatch for Cornet and going against Cottle out front, and that's going to be a foul.
That was on the Lady Commodores.
Yeah.
You know, the one thing you watch, you know, Maddie Fronapple's been in so many games. She is not one to lose her composure. You'll see her do the things it takes to win. Higgins for three.
And it's not going to go. But Eddington with her 6th rebound, blocked by Feltner.
He gets her own rebound.
Seventh rebound. And Front Apple puts it in.
How many of those 7 are offensive, guys?
Yeah. 5.
And that's the thing, you know, when you've got a Maddie Fronaple on your team, when things are a little shaky, you say, hey, Maddie, go get me 2. And she can do it.
It gets you those second chance points, guys. It's so crucial in games like this.
Cottle with a steal. Feltner went up there and didn't have anything to do but throw it, and it was intercepted. There's Eddington getting back, but Noble cuts her off.
I think she's wanting to get another rebound.
Front Apple on 3, no good. Jones with a rebound. And right now you can see some of them a little winded right here, and this break's going to come in at an ideal time.
Yeah, they both, you know, and that's the first of these games. The emotion's so high, adrenaline's pumping, and now you can see everything's settling down.
Noble got the angle, jump step, comes through, misses it. Rebound is going to come down to Front Apple, and that's going to be a foul. That's going to be on Noble.
That was a frustration foul there, guys.
That was a great move by Noble. Did an awesome job getting into the lane, cleared herself, and I think she was surprised that she broke as open as she was.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tough shot to miss.
And a smart by Coach Lowe and by Coach Howard, rotating a few people in here before the end of the first.
Still an extra minute here.
Yeah, get you starters some rest.
Goes to Front Apple, 15 seconds left in this first quarter.
That's a real size mismatch right now with Cornet and Eddington down there.
And that's going to be another rebound by Eddington. All the way across to Higgins. Higgins with a 3. Good.
She is as good a pure shooter.
Now, I think that's going to lift Hazard emotionally coming into the second quarter.
And that will end the first quarter, 11-7. Hazard, stay with us here on Hometown 24.
No matter what town or community you live in, there's a Tim Short dealership nearby. That's because our family of dealerships are dedicated to serving the folks throughout Eastern Kentucky. Our employees are your friends and neighbors, helping to support the local economy and provide safe and affordable transportation to everyone that shops the family of Tim Short dealerships. Our entire inventory can be found with the click of a button at timshortautogroup.com. Visit us online and join the thousands of customers that took the short drive to satisfaction today.
For over 100 years, Hayden Citizens Bank has been a community partner to Hayden and Leslie County. From the tens of thousands of dollars donated to our schools and local charities to the events we sponsor, with hundreds of volunteer hours from our employees. Hayden Citizens Bank is committed to this community because we've been here for over a century. Locally owned and locally operated, no other bank will work for the people of Hayden and Leslie County like Hayden Citizens Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Hometown 24 in the 54th District Girls Championship. Both teams moving on to Knott County. We'll see who's the runner-up and who will be the champion of the 54th District. Hazard with the basketball. Moved Everidge to the high post in the 2-1-2 set, going against the 3-2 of Prairie County Central. Everidge, can she make another 3? She does.
Guys, that shot there at the end of the first lifted their emotions, guys.
Yeah, that's the third 3.
Now they're picking up
fourth 3.
Fourth 3.
Picking
Three by Everidge.
Picking up three-quarter court, guys. They're starting to feel the adrenaline.
And also, they want to be a little bit more up-tempo, forcing Prairie Central to handle the basketball in the backcourt area. Nobody comes to Cornet. Finally, Noble rescues her.
They're playing man-to-man. Let's see what Coach Lowe draws up here for man-to-man here.
Noble being isolated against Everidge, gives it up. Long 3. Does it go? Nope. Long. Rebound's going to come down to, and it's knocked away that time, and Johnson had it. Front Apple will go into the lane, gives it to Combs, who's back in the basketball game. 15-footer by Everidge. Rose doesn't go. Rebound is going to come to Cornet. But there was Eddington once again trying to get in there.
She definitely has the green light.
Nice look and score for Cornet. Give her 6.
That's a momentum breaker that Perry needed.
Cornet on the front of that 3-2 or 3-2 drop. Front Apple moves to that high post area. Shading average with good right.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, they've got to get the ball into Front Apple in that high post and let her distribute it from there.
Fakes, turns, Noble got, I think Cornet got her hand on the ball, but once again, Eddington with another rebound.
Yeah, I really, as somebody who really loves the game, when you watch Bray Eddington around the glass, I mean, she is just such a joy to watch how hard she works the boards.
67% free throw shooter. She'll shoot those 2, and that one's off. The problem with the zone, like we've said all year, is that you don't have individual matchups, and therefore you have to find someone. And in the situation for Prairie Central, it may be 2 people needs to find it.
Yeah.
As she makes the second, 15-9, 6:11 to go here in the first half.
And, you talk about with Eddington, you can't just block her out. You've got to body her away from the goal.
Feltner with a 15-footer, and it's going to be knocked away as she goes up, and it's going to hit the side. So Feltner, you've been kind of shut out here in the last little bit of the first quarter and the start of the second.
There's a couple of trips down the court that Perry needed some points on, guys.
Goes into Front Apple, turns, doesn't have it, gives it up to Eddington for the short jumper, and there comes Combs in to get the offensive board.
Nice block out.
Higgins way downtown, misses it, but guess who? Eddington, she'll turn back, blocked by Noble, and Cornet will come up with a rebound, and it will go to Perry County Central.
Yeah, I think she shot that one from John Paul Arena.
And the thing about it is, Tim, every time she shoots it, we think it's going in, and she does, and I'm sure Coach Howard thinks it.
And you saw in the last 5-6 minutes of the game, what we talked about the keys of the game, the rebounding by Hazard really taking its toll.
Nice look, but Combs steps back and gets the basketball. I thought Johnson was open. Knocked away from Front Apple. Average will have it, and it's going to be a palming the ball called. That might have been our first one of the year.
Well, I saw one last night,
Oh,
too.
did you? Oh, okay.
But that was that UK South Carolina game.
We watched too much basketball.
I've seen several that weren't called.
Yeah, that was, I think they called Aberdeen last night for palming the ball.
Ball's knocked away. Cornet rescues it just before it gets across. Under 5 minutes here. Perry Central, like Tim said, needing a basket in the worst way or get to the free throw line. Feltner goes in, throws it up.
Guys, that one was lucky to hit the rim.
Eddington with another rebound. She is in double figures here in the first half. Long 3, doesn't go. Fought for, and the rebound's going to come down with Cornet.
They've got to press here.
Long throw, what a catch by Cornet. Goes up and under, misses it, gets her own rebound, goes off the board and puts it in.
Much needed basket.
Yeah, we talked about it's so important for Cornet to have a big game tonight because she can do things that, she's a tough matchup.
Yeah, she's got good size to her.
Official timeout.
We got a nosebleed.
Yeah.
On Feltner.
The game for the Lady Commodores, number 13.
Haven Hoskins will take her place.
Placing Feltner.
It's getting a little physical, guys.
Kind of like watching Kyle Maggard's wrestling group coming up, and that's going to be on right after this on Channel 24.
AMW,
and that's going to be a floater by Higgins. That's going to be 5 points for Higgins off the bench, and the last 2 times we've had her, she's scored well off the bench.
Yeah, and what a weapon that is to bring somebody in. It's like shake and bake instant offense.
Noble goes in, misses it. Rebound is to Cornet. Driving the baseline, and she was kneed. And that's going to be on Maggie Combs, her first.
And the team first.
Yeah, Nobles did a great job getting open the lane. Just not able to finish right now, but that'll come.
And
they're getting the shots. They're just not falling. Guys.
Exactly. Johnson will go into lane, turns back, gives it to Cornick. Thought about the three for just a second. You notice they've moved Eddington on her. Goes in, and Cornick kicks it back, but it's knocked away by Everidge out of bounds.
Yeah, Hazard's on the ball defense. They're really pushing Perry Central further and further out. And it's really hard to get that good pass to initiate your offense when you're starting it from the H on the half-court line.
And you've seen that Coach Lowe, too, is trying to separate and spread everybody out just a little bit.
Open those lanes up.
And, you know, you got the double team. If it's too close together, you can double it up.
Well, guys, they've been doing a good job of getting the ball to the basket. They just haven't been able to finish.
Front Apple looking. Nobody takes her floater. Good.
Yeah, that's a good timeout here by Coach.
And that's going to be a 30-second timeout by Perry Central, and we'll stay here at 19-11 with 3:10. And Coach Lowe identifying that this game could maybe get away from that, but nobody stopped the basketball that time.
No, and you know, when you hustle back at that transition and half the team's trying to get set in their zone, and you're not, hey, we're not going to stop ball. And Maddie Farnapple sees that opportunity. She's going to take it every time, Tim, because she is a menace when she gets to the basket.
Well, you could definitely tell she has some experience taking it to the hoop.
And, you know, you've heard Brian Johnson say it many a time, sprinting from the front of the rim to this front of the rim. That Eddington going down the middle of the lane opened that up for Front Apple where nobody could come out because she had pinned her person on the baseline.
Execution. Guys, Hazard's just hitting more shots right now.
And Howard comes in for the first time for Hazard, and Feltner back in after a little bit of a nosebleed, and she'll go hard and aft now.
And Howard a good defender as well.
And, you know, of course, Hazard lost one of their best defenders, Carly Davidson, to injury. Goes into Noble, probably should have took it, but Hoskins will take the floater.
That's what they need right there, guys.
First basket for Hoskins, and you're exactly right, Tim, is a good timeout by Coach Lowe, getting them into something and scoring.
It's good execution and just making that one extra pass.
You can't leave Front Apple open. I mean, from anywhere on the basketball court, she's capable of making it. And if you give it to her wide open, it's money in the bank.
And, of course, you know, that's frustration for a coach. You're leaving somebody like that wide open. Front Apple was 6.
Second call, or they call it foul?
No, it's a foul.
Higgins is going to pick up her second foul.
Well, one thing about it, guys, I don't know if it's changed much, but I know when I used to officiate, if they're making a move to the basket, you're very seldom going to get that 5-second call.
Feltner goes in, and she's going to be fouled, and she'll go to the line, I believe. And that's going to be Higgins, and that's going to be her third. And Combs will come in for Higgins, and Feltner will go to the line for the first time. 71% on the free throw line this year. I am mistaken. I thought it was a two-shot foul, but they're going to put it underneath the basket.
A little confusion there.
Kickback goes to Noble. Combs with a nice job of stealing the basketball. Everidge will pick it up. They've got numbers. Front Apple looking up the floor. Crossover dribble goes back to Eddington. Eddington too far under Everidge with another three-shot. Misses it. Rebound's going to come down to Howard. And they'll reset. We're under 2 minutes here. 21-13. Front Apple
Can't
once
leave her
again.
open, guys.
Misses that one. Rebound once again. It's going to be Eddington.
She is a rebounding machine tonight.
She is.
Howard with an open three, and she'll knock it down. Oh, my.
Yeah, the fifth three-pointer tonight for the Lady Dogs.
Biggest lead, and it's going to be missed, knocked away, and Everidge is going to get the rebound. Front Apple into the middle of the lane, gives it up to Combs. And that's going to be thrown away.
I think there's, on that last offensive possession of Perry, I think there's a little frustration coming out. These buckets aren't falling, and their Hazard's points are starting to accumulate, creating some separation on the scoreboard.
Jones and Johnson into the basketball game as Cornick goes out. Brooklyn Cornick comes and rescues. Noble will work it up against Combs. Noble and Corning yet to go out, and it's going to be knocked away.
Yeah, I thought he was off her leg.
Yep.
We'll go to
And it will be.
to Hazard.
Guys,
You got to be strong with the basketball.
This has been a relatively quick quarter here, guys. Not a lot of fouls called here in this one.
Front Apple back door as Combs was going back door.
Yeah, she
and
thought she was spotted up for the three and threw it over there.
Here comes Hazard once again with the man press.
And they just make it so hard on you when they're continuously throwing fresh bodies out there to body you up. And you see Noble trying to get free here, and he's
fouled by Maggie Combs. That's going to be her second.
It's either that or a timeout, guys.
Yeah, Maggie's, she was definitely being very physical there.
Next foul will send Prairie Central to the line. Comes into Noble, back to Hoskins, back to Noble, and she'll work it up as we're under a 1 minute mark here. Cornet, since Eddington has gone to her, has not been able to get into the lane. Long three missed by Johnson. Rebound Everidge.
You know, Perry really struggling from the outside right now.
Howard pump fake, gives it back out to Front Apple. 30 seconds knocked away, and another turnover by the Lady Bulldogs.
It's nice defense there, guys.
Yeah. Hoskins.
Perry wanted to hold for one shot here, I believe, guys.
Skip pass all the way to Jones.
Yeah, they need to get the ball into whoever's going to take the shot now.
Yeah, 5 seconds goes into Noble. She's got to realize how much time, but it's out of bounds. Turnover with 2.7 seconds.
Bulldogs and 0, Pennington.
Pennington will come in and stay with us at the half for the double quick halftime show. Front Apple will not get it off. And that's a good call by official King. And that will end the first half, and it will be Hazard 24, Prairie Central 13. Stay with us, and we'll be right back in a minute with the double quick halftime show.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
TVS has made a commitment to bringing you the best channel lineups and most diverse video packages available. We are proud to introduce Broadband TV, our newest and most affordable video package yet. 48 of the most watched channels we offer, some new channels only available with this package, and over 300 of the best free ad-supported channels available, all for only $29.95.
Here at Klutz Auto Sales in Hazard, Kentucky, we specialize in used vehicles and we work with all types of credit. We're with you before and after the sale.
We stand behind every car we sell, ensuring that you drive away with confidence. We want you to be totally comfortable with your purchase because at Klutz Auto, you're the priority.
We've been your trusted dealer for 47 years. Visit us at Klutz Auto Sales across from Walmart on Highway 80. Call us at 606-439-5065.
My name is Isabella, and I am from Madison County, Kentucky. Instead of choosing a larger university, I chose to attend Alice Lloyd College because I wanted a more personal college experience. The small class sizes provide a close relationship between students and professor that isn't possible at any other university. ALC is more than a place to learn, it is a place to grow, serve, and lead. Learn more at alc.edu.
Tucked deep within the rolling hills and ancient ridgelines of the Appalachian Mountains, Eastern Kentucky is a place where heritage runs deep and community runs deeper. Known for its coal mining legacy, bluegrass traditions, and fiercely proud people, this region tells a story of resilience, creativity, and quiet beauty. I'm going to take you along with me as I visit some different counties of Eastern Kentucky and explore what all this amazing region has to offer. Hi, I'm Rebecca McCauley, and this is Bluegrass and Backroads.
Since 1962, Citizens Bank and Trust of Jackson has been proud to serve the community. They care about the people of Breathitt County and are the only locally owned bank in the community. With 2 branches in Jackson and 1 in Beattyville, they're never too far away when you need them. And with the latest innovations in banking, keeping track of your finances has never been easier. Helping to grow Breathitt County as leaders for over 60 years. That's Citizens Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Brought to you by Double Quick, Keisha Caldwell Bankruptcy Express, Hometown Pharmacy in Hazard, Mountain Health Alliance, TPBT Bancorp, Primary Care Centers, Kentucky Farm Bureau Whitesburg, and Heidi Hoffensberger Law.
Hi, my name is Heidi Hoffensberger from Hoffensberger Law Office.
Debt can feel overwhelming. The calls, the letters, the constant pressure, it's hard to see a way forward. You're not alone. The law office of Heidi Hoffensberger has helped countless people through their bankruptcy, giving them a fresh start and a chance to rebuild. Bankruptcy isn't the end.
The legal world can be a very, very difficult and complicated world, and I don't want that for my clients.
Call today and let Heidi help you with this new beginning. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard is here to meet all your prescription and healthcare needs. Pharmacist Darren Smith and the experienced staff provide fast, reliable service with the professionalism you expect. With friendly service and a commitment to quality care, Hometown Pharmacy is proud to serve the Hazard community every day. Ask about their new app. Hometown Pharmacy of Hazard, quality care, professional service right here in your community.
Great communities attract talented people to live, work, and raise their families. We're committed to delivering future-proof broadband so our friends, families, and neighbors can live rich lives in smart rural communities across America. Your community is our community. We're your rural broadband partners. You do great things. We make great things possible.
Home sweet home. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we've been providing our friends and neighbors the sweet dream of homeownership since 1960. We're proud to support the community we work and live in. That's why we take so much pride in providing competitive rates, low closing costs, and quick turnaround by local decision makers. Investing and growing our community is what we do. At First Federal Savings and Loan of Hazard, we believe that there's no place like our home. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic, offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, mat program, x-ray, and transportation. Little Flower Clinic Rheumatology, Dr. Travis Sizemore and Brianna Cornitz, treating autoimmune disorders such as lupus and rheumatoid arthritis, and more. 487-9505. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
Introducing WTVE TV Everywhere from TVS, the new way to watch your favorite shows, live channels, and on-demand content wherever you go. On your phone, your tablet, or your laptop, whether you're at home, on the road, or maybe somewhere you might not want to be. And the best news, TV Everywhere is already part of every TVS video plan. Sign up today for TVS and get access to your favorite content, including live college sports everywhere. Visit tvscable.com or call 606-785-3450.
Welcome back to the Double Quick halftime show. 3 minutes and something to go here. We're going to go over the scoring real quickly. First for Perry County Central. Cornet Plate did not score. Feltner had 2. Jones had 1. Johnson failed to score. Hoskins with 2. Cornet with 8. Scoring by quarter, 7 in the first, 6 in the second for a total of 13. Nobody in foul trouble. Hazard Lady Bulldogs. Pennington did not score as long as in Combs, neither did she. Howard with a big 3. Higgins with 5. Picked up 3 fouls. Front Apple with 6. Average with 9 on those 3 threes. And Eddington with 1 point, but many rebounds.
Oh, yeah.
By quarter, 11 in the first quarter, 13 in the second quarter for a total of 24. Prairie Central yet to get back out on the court. Hazard out a little bit early. Prairie Central gets off to a good start.
Yeah, you know, and the thing, when you look at it, you know, Perry comes out and they're playing a 3-2, a 2-1-2, or 1-2-2 kind of look. And they're kind of saying, okay, Hazard, you're not going to beat us by driving to the basket, which is one of the things we felt like Hazard had to do. Hazard counters by hitting 6 3-pointers, if I'm not mistaken, in the first half. So 18 of their 24 points. Is that correct, Manus? 5 3-pointers to really make Perry pay.
As opposed to Prairie Central has 0.
Yeah, 0.
So that, you know, you're taking that into account. That's 5 extra points.
Yeah, I'm not
to
sure.
The score.
How many shots has Perry tried from beyond the arc?
Yeah, they've shot a couple of threes.
But it has not been Noble or Feltner.
Yeah.
It has been the other girls have shot the threes.
I think they've done a decent job of getting in the paint and getting good looks at the basket. They're just not falling.
Yeah.
And then, as Jim had mentioned earlier, you know, for Perry, one of those keys to victory was that backside offensive glass, you know, work, and they're not getting those second chances.
Well, and you know, I think it's Coach Lowe's strategy to have Brooklyn Cornet and Emily Noble
to have those long arms
to do those kinds of things. But and then on the offensive side, she's trying to get in better situations. Coach Howard, give him credit. He changed and went to Eddington guarding Cornet, who had gotten off to a really good start and has 8 points of the 13 for Perry County Central.
Yeah, real good point.
Well, you know, we felt like, you know, early on when we talked about it, you know, Cornet, Noble, both have to have big games. And Nobles did a great job distributing the ball, but yet really to make her presence known on the offensive end. So for Perry to have any chance at a comeback, they're going to have some points from Feltner and Noble. They both need big second halves.
And you give credit to Hazard. Feltner has 2 points.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's forced her into a lot of uncomfortable offensive possessions.
And, you know, that's the job of a defense, is to make you uncomfortable either as a dribbler or as a shooter. And Hazard traditionally throughout the year have been that kind of team to put a lot of pressure on you either in the backcourt or backcourt and the front court. And it's just really hard to find some good open shots sometimes.
Yeah, they're, you know, and we talked about it early. Hazard's a very athletic backcourt. And then when you throw Eddington in the post, you know, she can run, jump, and defensively she can really get after you. So, you know, Perry's going to have to come out, probably be a little bit better on setting their high ball screens. It looked like a lot of times when they set their ball screens, Hazard's been able to go under them and around them quickly. To open up those lanes, though, they're going to have to spread the floor and set that ball screen to try to get Noble or, Cornet into the lane.
And as we go back to action, both teams will start the same lineups they did at the very beginning of the game. The only one with really any kind of foul trouble is Maggie Combs on the floor. She has 2. Nobody else either has 0 or 1.
Now Hazard heated up in the second quarter offensively. Let's see if they keep the hot hen here in the third.
Well, you can usually tell right here the coach will have something drew up to come out and run the first play. So let's see where they go with it.
And you notice the difference. They put Eddington on the high post, goes to Pennington right in the middle of the block area. Nobody gets her, and she puts it in.
Yeah, that's a nice bank shot there.
And Hazard was patient. Not what Prairie Central wanted to get off to a start here. Once again, Pennington now guarding Cornet. Let's see if Brooklyn Cornet will try to take her off the dribble some.
Yeah, looks like Hazard definitely trying to keep the ball from Feltner.
Yeah, offense very stagnant right now for Prairie Central. Not a lot of movement out there.
Feltner into the lane with a floater, and it's not going to go, but there's Cornet to get the offensive rebound.
Nice board. She fought for that one, guys.
Yeah, gives it back to Cornet with a 3. It doesn't go.
That's what
ball's knocked out of bounds.
So the shooting struggle still continuing here early for Perry.
Over in the 55th, Breathitt County Lady Cats leading Wolfe County 28-13 at the half.
And of course, both of those teams will be going to Knott County as well. Average will rise up and shoot the three, and it's going to be no contact, and it's going to be basketball, Prairie County.
That was good aggressive effort there by Cornet defensively. She missed the ball, but it was a good effort.
Feltner looking over to Coach Lowe as you have the double staggered screen over there, trying to get some off the screen area. Into the lane goes Cornet, and she is going to be fouled.
Yes, she kind of ran into a wall there, guys.
Yeah, Pennington.
Pennington, her seconds.
Pennington cut her off. Just got a little bit too much body right there.
And that's going to be Pennington's second. Box set underneath. Kicker out to Cornet. She's going to go against Eddington. Goes through, misses it, rebound front apple.
That's the shooting woes continuing, guys.
Taking some tough shots. His front apple 15-footer misses it, but there's Eddington. And she, does not go down at point-blank range. Noble looking up the court. Cornet's beating them down. She goes up, puts it in. Nice pass by Noble.
Yeah, Noble, a great job coming down the court with her head up, seeing the open player and dropping a dime to Cornet.
Cornet with double figures now with 10.
But Noble's got to start looking to her shot, Manus.
Combs jumper misses it. Rebound comes down to Brooklyn Cornet. And that says a whole lot when Brooklyn Cornet outruns Eddington down the floor, but give her credit. Turns, thought she had an avenue. Noble misses the three, rebound front apple.
Yeah, Noble, a good three-point shooter. I always say she doesn't shoot near enough.
Goes into Eddington through her hands and turnover.
Yeah, now Prairie needs to take advantage of these turnovers that Hazard's given them.
But, and Tim, there's no such thing as a 10-point shot or a 15-point shot. You've got to come down every possession.
Every possession.
And just try to whittle away at the lead.
Got to take advantage of them, though.
No movement right now, as you see everybody.
Well, it was smart. Front apple turned her back to the screen, and that's a three's going to go for Cornet.
Yeah, the first three-pointer for Prairie Central tonight is Ava Cornet buries one from the wing.
And puts it under double figures. And just like you're saying, one possession at a time. Let's see what Hazard does on their possession. Front apple long three, and she it goes long.
Got to follow your shot on that, guys. Got to follow your shot.
Front apple's going to pick up her first.
And that's usually what happens if you come back in after you didn't follow your shot to start with.
Feltner looking at Coach Lowe, and she makes a call here, trying to get a little bit of more movement and some screens. Goes to Cornet. Brooklyn turns back, but Average gives good help.
Getting a little dangerous with the passes, guys.
Hoskins probably should have let that one just go out of bounds.
And that's just a youthful mistake, Manus.
Yeah.
And into the basketball game comes Johnson, and for Hazard, Hannah Cottle comes in.
That's another possession that they passed on getting the points out of.
Yeah, beautiful high-low set for Hazard right there, and they can bring in Cottle.
And Cottle puts it right in, and Feltner with a jumper, and it's going to go long to Cornet. She goes right back at it and puts it in.
Nice little jumper.
Yeah, and Ava, to give her credit, she is 100 miles an hour everywhere she goes. She's a very gritty basketball player for Lady Commodores.
Give her 5 in the third quarter. You can hear the Prairie Central fans getting into it now.
Yeah.
And Average takes it to the middle lane. Combs with an open three, and it goes. That's
Big bucket for Combs.
Oh, yeah. That's her first bucket on the night, and that came at a very good juncture for Hazard.
Yes.
Feltner trying to work the screen, hedge on it, but no. And that's going to be front apple. Combs puts it in.
Probably a timeout right here, and it's a full timeout, Manus.
Timeout.
Yeah, and we'll take a full timeout too, so stay with us here on Hometown 24.
When financial challenges threaten your future, you need clear guidance and proven solutions. Call Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Trusted legal experience to help you take control. From stopping creditor actions to protecting your assets. Keisha and her staff deliver efficient, reliable representation focused on results. With flexible payment options, getting the help you need is more accessible than ever. Keisha Caldwell Feltner, Bankruptcy Express. Professional service, practical solutions. The fresh start you deserve.
For more than a century, we have stood by the people of Hazard and Eastern Kentucky. Now we begin a new chapter with a new name. People's Bank and Trust Company is now PBT Bancorp. Our look may be new, but what matters stays the same. The same local faces, the same personal service, the same commitment to your goals. PBT Bancorp is here to help you grow, plan, and build for the future. PBT Bancorp, preparing for a better tomorrow.
Welcome back to the Bank of Hindman 54th District presentation of Hazard and Prairie Central. Coach Lowe with a timeout at the 3:01 mark, 33-20. Quickly gets Emily Noble back into the basketball game, and she'll bring it up. And gentlemen,
it's getting to the point where Perry's really going to have to start. You know, there's still a lot of time left, but they've got to start, getting some better looks right there as they turned it over. Not what Kayla wanted after that timeout.
Hazard's on a 5-0 run here, guys. After
baseline by Combs gives it up to Cottle, and it's going to be a turnover.
See, this is one of those opportunities that Perry's had throughout the game to cut into this lead, but Hazard's on a 5-0 run since Perry cut it to 8. Now it's back up to.
And you can't have turnovers. You got to get something up on the board. Hedging on the screen, gives it to Cornick. Cornick sidesteps off the board.
Just can't get it to fall.
Yeah.
And I thought she had a steal there. Front Apple got the basketball, looking up the floor behind the back dribble, looking for Cottle. You got to be careful with Front Apple. She's gonna throw it to you. You better be ready.
Yeah, she's a great player, guys.
And it's going to be off, and the rebound's going to be. Looks like Johnson has it, but she's going to be tied up with Combs, and it will go to Prairie Central.
Maggie Combs has played really well tonight defensively for the Dogs. A couple times getting in there and making a smart play, calling the jump balls, hitting a big three, really playing well.
Noble will bring it across, and got to find something so that they get a little bit of energy. Noble goes in, sidesteps, but she'll go to the line.
And I think that might be one of the things Perry's trying to do is drive the paint here and try to create some fouls on Hazard.
Well, Noble has got to be an offensive threat, and that's a big deal for them.
And she's going to go to the line, and that's going to be off, as she is an 86% free throw shooter and yet to score.
Jones returns for the Lady Commodores.
Jones will come in, and Johnson will go out for the Commodores.
You got to keep your scores shooting, even if they aren't hitting.
Makes the second, and here comes the 1-2-2. No, it's going to be 1-2-2 3-quarter trap. Combs goes to Eddington, immediately turns and misses it, and it's going to be fought for.
Wow, that's some aggressiveness right there, guys.
Well, Eddington, she is just so good at getting her hands on the basketball.
Yeah,
and that's going to be Brooklyn Cornick's second. Long three average doesn't go. Rebound is knocked away, and Brooklyn Cornick will come up with it.
The southpaw guys gotta love the shot. Which, of course, I would. I'm left-handed.
And Cornick is fouled, and once again going to the line. And, we said it in the Tim Short Auto Group keys to the game. They've got to get, those two ladies have got to get to the foul line.
And, it gives them a chance to score with no time moving on the clock.
Yeah, they got to take advantage of it, though, guys.
And you got, you get a deep breath. You take a deep breath, you get a little instruction from your coaches, and you feel good about making free throws. As Cornick knocks down both, and Emily Higgins will come in for Cottle. And Prairie Central with a full court pressure once again.
Prairie with a 3-0 run here.
Combs goes in and Everidge, nice fake. But there's Cornett, almost stole.
That's a lot of great hustle there, guys, on defense.
The difference with Eddington at the high post is she's not going to be a scoring threat. Kicks it back out to Combs. Glad she was in the direction of that one.
Well, there was a fastball.
Yeah, that was definitely
low and in.
Yeah.
Front apple goes, squares her shoulder, thought she was going to go back up with it. Nearing the 30-second mark left in the third, she goes to the post against Noble, turns, doesn't have the avenue, and puts it in. And that's going to be 8 for front apple. Coach Lowe wanting the offensive foul.
Yeah, I'm thinking she was wanting some steps there, guys.
Comes off the screen, 10 seconds. Cornett's going to go up, off the board, misses it, rebound to Eddington. 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Front apple is going to get called for steps.
Steps called on the 11th ball.
You know, Everidge, when they run that high pick and roll like that, Everidge is doing a great job stepping over into the lane and cutting it off.
Ball's going to be put in over here on the our side with 1.6 seconds to go. Looking for the flare screen and not sure, did not know how much time's on it. And that will end the third quarter, 35-23 Hazard. Stay with us for the fourth quarter here on Hometown 24.
Come right to the source and get the region's best basketball coverage. HT24 puts you right in the middle of the action, and it's free to watch on Facebook. Watch the state's most exciting basketball right here with HT24.
Welcome back to the fourth quarter, 35-23 Hazard over Prairie County Central. The winner will move on, as well as the runner-up will move on to the Morton Combs Athletic Complex for 14th region play, and that will be Monday and Tuesday of next week. So I think the draw will be Friday morning.
Yeah, Friday morning is the draw for girls.
You'll know a little bit. Big shout out to Ryan Farmer, Bumper Adams, Coach Harold Combs down at Jeff. All you Hometown 24 viewers, thank you for this season.
Hey, main man Kenny Roark tuning in tonight, man.
Oh, my. And Apple's going to put it in.
Yeah, the coach and staff was wanting the offensive foul on that one for sure.
Well, Maddie's so good at using her body down there to create space to get the open shot.
Got to give credit for Coach Howard drawing that up and getting her down on the block. Feltner will go in, tries to kick it. It's going to be stolen. Basketball in the middle of the floor, and that's going to be a foul on Hoskins. That's going to be her first.
You know, when you watch Maddie, you know, she's an excellent ball handler, but the head is always up looking for that open person.
And she's never looking at you.
She created that
She's
foul.
looking down the floor, but she sees all the periphery. Once again, they've moved her down as Higgins' long three doesn't go. Rebound's going to come to Cornett. Cornett with the basketball. There's Eddington sprinting down. Cornett was back behind the defense.
Commodores number 12 returns.
Yeah, it's hard to get beat Eddington down the floor. I'm telling you, she is a gazelle in the open court.
Johnson will come in for Feltner. Backside screen for Brooklyn. Cornett gives it to Noble for the wide open three. Doesn't go. Rebound fought for. Goes off the shoulder of Johnson to front apple. And Hoskins is going to pick up her second foul.
Another missed opportunity for the Commodores.
Team second.
Pressure pressure for Prairie Central.
You know, Hazard's a very difficult team to press.
Goes to Combs, to Higgins. All 5 people touching. Eddington puts it in.
That's how you draw it up, maintenance player.
One extra pass, guys. One extra pass.
Anytime the ball does not touch the floor and you get a layup, Adolph Rupp says, great job. And that's going to be a foul on Eddington right here in front of us. That's her first. Feltner will come in for Hoskins, and time is wasting right now. 6:34, Prairie Central. Got to have some baskets. Comes into Noble.
It's been a minute since they found the bucket.
Gives it up, knocked away on the screen and roll as Eddington knocks it away.
Nice job pulling it out here, setting it up.
Fun Apple back to Higgins for the 3, and it will go.
She finally knocks one down, guys.
Yeah, that's going to make tough sledding for the Lady Commodores as they take a lead of 19 into the full timeout.
And it's going to be a full timeout. We'll take one, too. 42-23, Hazard.
If you're looking for a convenient pharmacy location with a friendly, caring staff, look no further than Heinemann Pharmacy, located inside the new Heinemann Primary Care Center. Our pharmacy is open Monday through Friday from 8:30 to 6:30, but always stays open until the last patient is seen. Whether you need to pick up your refills in our drive-thru, need a favorite medicine for your little ones, or something to feel better after a visit to the clinic, the Heinemann Pharmacy inside Primary Care has got you covered. Located at 425 Heinemann Bypass. Call the Heinemann Pharmacy at 785-0513.
Hey Appalachia, we should probably admit this. We're kinda obsessed with you. The mountains, the back roads, the small towns, and the people. We've been everywhere together. At Appalachian Wireless, we built a network just for you, with local people who actually answer the phone. Can you imagine that? So this February, why settle for temporary with a big carrier who doesn't really know you? Go with the one who's loyal, local, and totally in love with Appalachia. Appalachian Wireless. So this connection, it's the real deal. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Welcome back to historical Memorial Gym. A lot of big-time games have been played right here in this gym. Nice crowd here.
Yeah, it's a really good crowd. Both student sections really showed up nice tonight.
Hazard picking up full court here, and Noble will work it up.
Yeah, they're trying to pressure the ball, guys. Trying to pick up some cheap turnovers here.
And not since the first quarter has Prairie Central had anything really easy. Cornet will go baseline, turns back. Gives it up to Cornet. Three-pointer doesn't go.
I believe it was touched.
Yeah.
But there's not going to be a call.
Yeah.
So if it's not called,
yeah, it goes the other way.
Average with a basketball, pulls up with a jumper, knocks it down.
And that's just too easy right there. I mean, dribbled down 10, 8 foot, pulled up and shot the jumper, and, you know, she's going to hit that shot 9 out of 10 times.
Give her double figures with 11. Cornet, nice pass to Cornet, goes up off the board, misses it, rebound fought for, and Feltner will get to it. Jumper, and it's off. Feltner just not been able to knock down a jump shot. Front Apple looking up the floor once again. Oh, no look to Eddington. She'll go up, loses control of the basketball as she goes up. Cornet goes in, kicker back to Johnson, open three, and she'll knock it down.
Yeah.
The 8th grader with her first bucket.
It's a nice looking shot.
Nice job by Cornet coming on from the weak side to knock that away.
You know, and you look at Prairie Central, they've got 3 girls in the middle school that play a lot of ball for them. And, you know, the future's bright at Prairie Central.
Yeah.
Of course, you've got Brooklyn Cornet, who is a senior, and Noble, who is our seniors, and
Ava
Cornet. So starting a foundation, and when you've got young girls, sometimes you're going to take your thumping throughout the season. Hazard did when they first started, and Front Apple will put it in.
Front Apple really had a nice second half here for the Dogs.
Yeah, and she's got 12. Cornett with the left-hand dribble will turn back, pick the dribble up, and she is fouled by Everidge. Everidge will pick up her first, and a lot of times she picks up some cheap fouls early in the game, but this game she has not done that. And she is very capable of being a very good defender. Sometimes takes a lot of chances.
It's a very strong young lady.
Very strong. Feltner trying to give it down low to Cornett.
She's getting frustrated, guys.
And it's going to be a miss. Rebound is going to be Combs. Under 4 minutes, Front Apple with a floater, and she'll put it in.
Yeah. Front Apple, just a pleasure to watch in the open floor.
Yeah, Hazard has definitely stepped up its offense and defense this second half, guys.
Yeah, 22-point lead now for
Feltner. Long three, good. That's her first three. Give her 5. That's 53 threes on the season for her. Just until that one, she had not been able to find a basket. Higgins, long three. It doesn't go, but there is Front Apple, and she will put it in on the offensive board. Give her 8 here in the fourth quarter, 16 total. Feltner, it's blocked, goes out of bounds, and it will stay with Prairie Central.
Noble returns for the Lady Commodores.
Noble will come in for Feltner. 3-minute mark, and you know, when you get down to that 3-minute mark, now your attention may turn to your next game.
Yeah.
Cornett right on the line. We'll give it to Hoskins.
Good job getting the ball over to Hoskins right there.
Noble, Hoskins, and there's Combs in the passing lane.
It was a good idea.
Gives it up to Addington. She will turn back into the lane, comes up short. Rebound's coming to Johnson.
50-29 right now.
Long pass, and it's going to be knocked away as Cornett was behind the defender. Addington with some people back here thought it was pass interference. Long three, Everidge misses it. Rebound is fought for, and it will be Prairie Central coming out of there with it.
You was talking my language there.
Yeah. I didn't see a flag, though.
No flag. It didn't happen.
Corner facing up on Addington, and she is going to get called for a holding foul. Addington's second. 2 minutes ago, 50-29.
For the Lady Commodores. Placing David Cornett.
Hazard still playing man-to-man.
And it's going to be an overguarding called on Front Apple, and that's going to be her second.
Well, on the Lady Bulldogs, number 5, Front Apple, her second, team 4.
Prairie Central been limited to 2 3-pointers here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, really struggling to get the ball in right now.
The other teams that are, it's going to be a timeout. Hazard, 32nd. We'll stay here. We'll just say that in the 55th District girls, you have Wolfe County and Breathitt County that will advance to the regional tournament. In the 53rd,
it's going to be Knott County
and Letcher Central. In the 56th, you have Estill County.
I'm not sure.
Estill County, and I'm blank on who the other one is.
I'm not sure myself there.
I believe, if I am not mistaken, Estill County and Owsley County. Might want to double check that. Anybody out there that knows it, let us know. But I think those are the 8 teams that
Owsley is correct.
The 8 teams that will advance to Knott County Central High School and play for the 14th region title.
Going to be an exciting tournament, guys.
We sure hope so.
Yeah, it makes it more fun for everybody involved.
Yep. And, of course,
they're going to salt it away right here.
It looks like Hazard will win their second 54th district championship in a row, and Coach Howard just working on a keep-away game against Perry County Central. And both of these teams will advance, and they'll know, as Jim said, Friday. So check your social media, check Hometown 24, and we'll have that bracket on there as soon as we know.
And we'll be there covering them all the way through the week. Once again, stay tuned. After this broadcast, you'll be able to pick up wrestling, and make sure that you tune into that. Kyle Maggard said, make sure that I got the wrestling promo out, and they'll be on tonight for some very entertaining matches.
So check that out.
Both teams getting some subs in here to get some minutes in the district championship game.
And with 50.4 seconds, we've got a bunch of kids. And and you, with 50 seconds, you don't want anyone to turn an ankle or do anything. Call it with a basketball to Howard, and they'll probably just run their offense. Howard does. It goes to Sparkman, and she'll put it in.
Good seeing some of these younger kids.
The Ivor Fannings in the basketball game. Madeline Cornett. Annabeth Merida. Let's see who else we've got. Hazard, Shaylin Adams. And I think I've got everybody. That was a turnover.
You did great.
Oh, he's unreal.
Good luck to both teams in the tournament, and we'll be doing those games. Sparkman once again goes in there, and she's fouled with 8.7 seconds.
And Maynus, our Alice Lloyd College player of the game is who?
Bray Eddington.
And guys, I don't know how many rebounds she had tonight, but I'm going to guess somewhere between 17 and 18 tonight, minimally.
Sure,
she definitely matched her number, her jersey number.
Yeah, I ran out of mental space on that, but she is a rebounding queen. And we're under 5 minutes, and Perry Central is going to try to get one off. Johnson does at the horn, and that will end it as Hazard is the 54th district basketball champions, 52 to 29. And like we said, Bray Eddington will be our Alice Lloyd College player of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for our
I'll add up the stats real quick, and we'll get those, and we'll have final word before we get off here. First for Perry County Central, Ava Cornett with 5, Feltner with 5, 1 for Jones, Johnson with 3, 2 for Hoskins, 12 for Brooklyn Cornett, and 1 for Emily Noble. By quarter 7, 6, 10, and 6 for a total of 29 for the Hazard Lady Bulldogs, and they'll advance to 18 and 11. Perry Central will drop to 12 and 19. Pennington with 2, Howard with 3, Combs with 5, Higgins with 8, 16 for Maddie Frontapple, 11 for Everidge, 3 for Bray Eddington, 2 for Caudill, and 2 for Sparkman by quarter, 11, 13, 11, and 17 for a total of 52. Tomorrow night, we've got so many games going on, I don't even know
we're
where
going to be everywhere tomorrow night, guys.
So tomorrow night, just to give you a little bit, Letcher Central and Knott County Central, me and Jim will be there, right?
Yep, that is correct.
And here will be the Hazard Bulldogs and the Perry County Central Commodores, and Mr. Tim Sloan and Jeremiah Melton will be here. And then David and Brian, who are captured over there in the 57th district, they'll be back over there tomorrow night. So 3 games you can watch tomorrow night, and I'm sure Bumper has to have all 3 in a picture. Final thoughts, gentlemen.
Well, I mean, Hazard, it's kind of a statement second half for the Lady Bulldogs. And right now, looking out, Hazard is the team to beat right now. I mean, going into the regional tournament. The Lady Dogs have got a lot going in their favor and going to be a hard out. But that's why we played the game. Perry Central has shown in spurts that they can play after that big upset win over Leslie County. I don't think anybody's going to want to draw Perry Central, to be honest with you, man.
We're on the all-tournament team.
This was a great game by both these teams, especially early, and then Hazard kind of came out and got caught fire a little bit there in the second quarter, scoring, and came out second half and
couldn't find it. And sometimes that happens.
Yeah, Perry struggled with that, and then I think on the boards, the glass wasn't their friend tonight.
And just want to say AMW Wrestling coming up right after we go off. And,
lots of fun.
Want to thank all the hometown crew. Want to thank Hazard High School and all the administration for inviting us down. And like I said, we've got 3 ball games that you can tune in to tomorrow. So tune us in. If you can't come, tune us in. And with that being said, I want to say God bless and good night from Hazard, Kentucky.
Brought to you by Double Quick, Keisha Caldwell Bankruptcy Express, Hometown Pharmacy in Hazard, Mountain Health Alliance, TPBT Bancorp, Primary Care Centers, Kentucky Farm Bureau Whitesburg, and